Hi. So here's a few quick thoughts on your store. So this is for desktop, obviously, and probably look different mobile. But like, if I go to the homepage, there's a lot of room above the fold on the screen that is not being used to drive conversions, right? So there's no call to action. There's no headline. There's too much space taken up by this header menu, which has this tiny little categories which are hard to read even on desktop. And there are a number of things. Don't get me wrong. There are a number of things that you're doing right. I'm just going to focus on things that kind of jump out at me as improvements. So you're this is not really a headline, and the black on black button is hard to read. So I would have a benefit oriented headline with a nice call to action much higher on the page. As soon as the people land, they don't have to scroll and they know what your site is all about. Who we are is nice, but I mean it's very generic. It doesn't really position you as a real person. Like you're just a generic cookie cutter text. It doesn't show your story, like why you started the store, what who you are as a person. Um, then again, this is me obviously having experience, but all of these photos they just scream that these are drop shipping products. And I know you've disabled right click, which is kind of also a little bit fishy. But people can probably do a reverse search in Google and find these on AliExpress. I'm just guessing. But yeah, disabling right click is also not really good in my opinion. This is fine. Newsletter, the Instagram is broken. When I click to About Us, it just goes into the same kind of generic blurb that doesn't really tell you your real story and who you are and stuff like that. There's no human faces, no anything like you with your dog or whatever. Contact us is also like just the bare minimum, just an email and form. Like there's no address. Again, this screams that this is drop shipping or you know um, probably also going to get disabled in Google Ads merchant account for not displaying the physical contact info or telephone number. Those are all trust factors that um, people are going to be looking for. Then again, I don't know if you're driving traffic to the homepage or to the product pages, but let's just say for the sake of argument, let's go to your best sellers. Um, Look at your best selling product page. So supposedly this is it. So it has 105 reviews. Wow. Well, first of all, there's like one photo. Doesn't show it in action. There's no photos of people or dogs using it. And then, white add to cart button on white background. That's not really conversion friendly. Also, this looks different from a traditional Shopify page that people are kind of accustomed to. Photos on the left, headlines and action buttons on the right. Um, and then, this is very sparse. And the reviews, if you look at them, look, they're clearly not real. So you're probably using a plugin to import them from AliExpress or whatever. But yeah, like people will look at this and say like, what the hell? So yeah, I mean, okay, let's talk about tactical. Like I actually happen to have a couple of stores in the tactical space. So, again, it doesn't show how it looks on a dog. So big dog, small dog, like you gotta, well, now it does, but I had to look for it. Like it's very tiny. It's hard to see. Um, so, you know, just a couple of photos. So, not a very friendly um, page in my opinion, and again, like very good hardness, happy purchase. Doesn't look like realistic reviews to be honest. Nowadays they use a lot of UGC, like actual, more stuff like this, customer generated photos. So yeah, I mean, just in general, just kind of lack of trustworthiness, I would say, and like feeling that it's a real business and a real team behind the business, and also like probably the page layout and the page contents are kind of sparse. There's no like unique benefit to this item. Why should I buy this? Why should I buy this from you? So don't mean to bash you, but those are my thoughts. Thanks. Hope it helps.